Alrighty then. So is the entire facility mad at me, or are we good? Let's just walk around for a bit, see if more eyes attack me. And if the eyes attack me, does that mean I'm like bad news bears? Like, is this whole place mad at me now? Did I fail my test because I stole? I do that a lot. Are we good? Trying to find Consulate. Wait, are you not even a quest? Oh, 10. Yeah, okay. They're all sub-objectives of trying to find Council Hall. Got it. So, they all have fragments of a key. And they're all supposed to come together in order... Someone's supposed to bring all the keys together in order to open the big door. Essentially. One thing worth considering is, can we just open the door on our own with our cool, giant, badass awesomeness? Because that'd be pretty funny if we could just open it. Alright, well, me and the Void Seers aren't getting along so great. It's fine. Well, they'll run out of them. I'm sure Council Huts have a significant enough intelligence to not think that that's worth ending this all. You see no keyhole in the door, yet a voice booms from the other side, almost as if the speaker were standing right in front of you.
Your master awaits a worthy pupil. Let the apprentice who has perfected a spell and gathered the lessons of his fellows speak his purpose.
Perfected a spell and gathered the lessons of his fellows does not indicate that we have to actually kill everybody. I'm ready to see Council Hall. What happens if I say that?
First you shall prove your merit. A wizard must protect himself from the arcane and the mundane, from spellcaster and soldier alike. Of the many defenses available to the wizard, which comes first?
I get the feeling these are going to be a series of questions where the actual answer is a fourth answer that I'm not actually able to click on because I have to actually pass some... I have to actually get the real answers from the people instead of guess. Barrier spells?
Return to the lessons I have given you and your fellows before you speak again.
The air grows colder. You feel the speaker's disappointment like a lash on your back. The presence at the door retreats. Spooky. Well, they're still willing to talk to me even though the eyeballs are trying to murder me, so that's cool. I take it that we're still cool, and that I haven't broken the quest by getting caught stealing. I'm just gonna get attacked by every eyeball. Which, I've killed 3 already, so there's probably not that many left.
Now is not the time.
I want your portion of the key. He looks up, his cheeks flushed and his eyes wide and wounded.
Has my progress been too slow? Did Consul Hot send you to... No matter.
He snaps his book shut and raises his hand, an incantation already on his lips. Oh. All right. We really didn't have any kind of conversation at all. They went from 0 to, I guess we're killing all of you. No, I don't want to commit to this. This is boring. I'm invoking the law of this is too boring of a path to go down. See if I can find ways to talk to these people. And if there's any other interesting things. It's just, this is a... I hope that's not all there is to this place. I hope there's a more interesting path to take than just fighting them all. Including Vanos, probably.
Right.
Alright, so don't ask for their key, because they take it as execution. I could tell them about Thanos.
I should hope so. Of course, the
Yeah, that's just my observations from before. You were the most friendly one, kind of. Ish. You were still short with me.
Need something? I'm still busy here.
Why? So asking for their piece of the key makes them attack you, but this time my option is Thanos sent me to kill you. Weird. Like, I think that was an option last time, but I think last time it didn't say attack. I think for the other character, it didn't say attack, right? It said just that it just said that Thanos wants you dead.
Now is not the time.
Yeah, which doesn't say attack. Which seems to imply that you could be telling on him essentially, but the character that I thought was more friendly, I can't give them that information. All I can do is attack them on behalf of Thanos, or attack them not on behalf of Thanos. The woman snarls and reaches for her grimoire. Okay. So I've already exhausted the amount of interest these people have in me, apparently. I took a little too long to leave the room last time or whatever, or just the fact that I came back at all seems to indicate that they don't want to talk to me again. She seems to have the correct response, because the person across the hallway from her is the one that wants to kill everybody, so... yeah. Based on that, she's probably got a healthy response to the amount of danger she might be in, because she is in danger.
Now is not the time.
Thanos wants you dead.
And that hopeless fraud had to send you to waste my time, Fine.
Okay, you guys don't seem to understand, like, the premise of me communicating this information to you. It didn't say attack. Weird. Huh. Are there no other storylines to do here? This... huh. I mean, I can just kill them if I want to, but I'm hoping for, like, something interesting to happen here. Because you set up these 4 different characters that have, like, these interpersonal relationships and different specializations, and they're all being forced to compete for their master's approval to gain some kind of enlightenment or immortality or whatever the hell they're hoping to get out of here. So, like, I inherently kind of think something cool might happen. So, like, I want to, like, meet these characters and figure out how to play them off of each other and pick a side in a increasingly complex... You know, I figured there'd be some kind of back and forth between everybody where, like, different factions have different goals or different reasons to side with them, or different alliances or ways of seeing the world. You know, just the kind of thing that happens when you reach a kind of cloistered NPC-filled area where they're all seem designed to have different personalities and aesthetics and specializations, and you're sort of just you're forced to pick a side in order to continue. Like the Dwarf City from Dragon Age Origins, or really many other places. But blah 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 do a killing on me. You think we can help each other? Tell me about this key. So I can just attack him right here, or talk about something else. How do you know I'm here? You can talk to him. What happens if I meet her for the first time, already knowing Thanos wants to kill? There's something different. Tanos made me a deal to get your part of the key. Maybe you could make me a better deal. No, we just fight. Alright, well I think I'm out of patience. That seems to be all this place really is. That's disappointing. It's just 4 different rooms to fight some characters. I don't know. Heravius, no! Go into transformation mode before you get murdered. And then eat that guy. What the hell? Oh, infestation of maggots. I meant taste of the hunt. There you go. Chomp. Pallegina, no! Oh, there she goes. Yeah. Are you guys, wait. You guys are immune to fire and you're immune to lightning. That's not great for my party. Admittedly. Still, we probably got this. Heravius is having a bad time though. There's not much he can do. If he disengages, he gets killed. And if he tries to... Yeah. Yep. He was gonna die 1 second later anyway. Low endurance Pallegina. Oh, she's back. It's easy to forget about that detail. Yeah, please heal yourself before you go down again. There we go.
Yeah.
Cloak of minor missiles, books of evasion, braces of deflection. Sable's note. Here we go. So this is the key, right? I take it the key, it's all informations. Sable, it gives me pride to see what you suffered for your craft. The other apprentices may be more learned than you, but none match your tenacity. For you understand something they do not. Your body is a shell. If you are to achieve the power you desire, you will outlive it. Your fellows fight and scheme against one another. Only you recognize your true foe. Because she's studying immortality.
Huh?
The idea of using your animancy to escape your mortal coil. Common enough at this point. I believe I've already read Animancy of the Modern Age. Liquid metal drips from the dangling skeleton. So they're dipping the skeleton in metal. That's why these guys were so hard to fight. They're encased in this stuff.
That's settled.
You know, before I go in there, I should really rest. Or I'm going to get melted by what's probably a horrible nightmare monster experiment behind that door. A wealthy noble by the name of Lord Sidrox arrived in the stronghold. Leaving in 8 days. He seeks your aid in defending his keep from his rivals. Huh. These guys are the ones that actually require me to go back. They're a little bit of a pain in the ass. I have 176,000 gold. Oh my god. It's really getting up there. Hi. That's a bad time. Well, the good news is they're mostly... They all appear to be normal skeletons and not dipped skeletons. So I've got that going for me, I guess. Wait, oh, Jaskier's already killed. Wow. I was sitting there starting to plan what I'm gonna have to do next, and then I realized Jaskier's Oro just melted them all on its own. Damn. Hey, camping supplies. Probably took the time to take away all of her weapons and other stuff, but we left her camping supplies. Alright, yep, let's just kill them all, I guess. Just hoping for something a little more interesting.
Stand back! Effigies, I don't have time for this. I should hope so. Of course, the if except that he's a power. Why must you bother me with such inane questions? Has my...
Get him. To shreds, you say? Oh, did I select it? Did I? Oh. I must have had everyone selected. I was only trying to move one character. Whoops. Jaskier really struggles with pathing. There you go. As long as they're all in dragon range, we're good.
Yeah.
The creature in the tank remains still, but its eyes follow you as you get close.
Yeah.
They're all full of living things. Spooky. I think the context we're gonna get is that all these different people have research notes that collectively have information where they probably have accomplished getting whatever information they were supposed to get from their research. So if I combine them all, we probably have what we need. Sorry to kill you all to death. It's just... you're a bunch of assholes. I wanted the answer to be friendship.
Watch it! Distract me again and you're like to lose an eye. Council Hot hasn't even... Need something? He's not someone you want to cross. Aside from me, there are 3 other apprentices. If Council Hot didn't want you here, cataloging weights, centers of gravity, controlling a 3.5-foot blade in the air is hard. That filthy spider put you up to this? He's using you, you know. Thinks he can control you like one of his mindless puppets.
Her eyes dart from the weapons on our work table to you.
Tell you what, you help me instead, and I'll give you whatever he's offered plus a little extra. Deal?
I mean, I like you more, so yeah.
Good. Come back when you've got the other pieces of the key.
I found part of the key to Council Hot's chambers.
That's a good start. Let me know when you found the rest and I'll give you my piece.
She's the only one that's maybe willing to work with me, but I kind of get the feeling that she also will just attack me the moment I've gathered the other keys. And then she'll be like, haha, you fell for my clever ruse. But I'll let her prove me wrong. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, though. I found strange notes with the other apprentices. Yes, key parts for Master's door. Thanos' mandibles jitter and click rapidly. Find all key parts from all other apprentices. Then, Thanos give last key part. I'm taking your piece of the key now. No, treacherous beast. Yep, that's a lot of guys, by the way. BT dubs. Bit of an issue for me at the mo. We'll figure it out, though. Right now, our goal is to kind of spread out and amass melee targets so they don't reach the casters. There we go. Things are going all right. Just need to get out that flaming sword. There we go.
I'm ready.
That's a long... Wow. A long stun. I can't even see the message about the stun because there's so many active effects at once. Oh. Oh, Vanos just went and exploded. Willbreaker. There's a name for a grimoire. A lot of items. Peldon's note. Peldon, you're the most talented of my apprentices, but your understanding is merely a page among tomes of knowledge I've accumulated. Curb your pride until you've earned it. No weakness is deadlier. I can almost see your hands shaking and face reddening as you read this. You think that mastering a few basic hexes makes you worthy pupil? I'd crafted the parasitic staff when I was half your age. And while I worked, my peers plotted against me. You may have surpassed the others for now, but they will band together against you if you give them any reason. Conceal your skill with mistakes. Hide your malice behind smiles. Sacrifice your vanity for few precious years that you might survive long enough to earn the title of wizard. Dangerous situation y'all are in. His research notes. As if I'd leave notes on my experiments for anyone to find, but while you're reading this, Uariki, if one of your weapons wanders in here again, I'm keeping it. Sable, I've never talked to you, but stay out of my lab anyway. Tanos, I doubt you can even read, but I'm feeding your minions to my test subjects the next time I catch one of them loitering outside my lab. And Sable, success with the new formula. The bonding with the vessel material is twice as strong as before. Presentation for Console Hut will be excellent. Need to acquire more skeletons first, before I can demonstrate my experiments to their apprentices. He has a Vithrak brain? Seems a little bit of a betrayal. He's got a brain for his own people. Adherent dialects, adherent customs, Dear Empire Part 1 and Part 2. I don't remember. Three down, one to go. I didn't find notes from him, did I? Maybe they don't make notes. Completely different species with a different way of communicating. Maybe a different way of storing knowledge. Maybe his notes are in the webs. Or some other thing that I can't understand as clearly. Alright, so you're gonna immediately betray me, right?
Need something? I'm still busy here.
I got the parts of the key from the other apprentices.
Good. Take this too. Now, just so we're clear, I don't know your business with him, and I don't want to either.
She folds her arms. Potions of Major Endurance, Scroll of Valor.
So if you get into trouble, don't expect me at your side. Far as I'm concerned, our business is happily concluded.
She gives you a smart nod and returns to her work. She didn't attack me. I have been continually surprised by the behavior of the people in here. It really seemed like she was gonna, because I was definitely sure that I was definitely considering that Vanos would attack me, because I was pretty sure that Tanos was his name, wasn't it? Fuck it. I was pretty sure that the Vithrak was going to attack me because he was willing to kill everybody else for the sake of getting all the pieces of the key. Why wouldn't he just kill me for all the pieces of the key? He's the one that wants to go in, not me. She's just letting me go? Isn't her entire goal to get in this door? And I just got all the keys. What if there's only one person who gets to go in and that's it? Like this whole ritual. That's one of the interpretations I would have had, is that there's only one person who gets to win this entire ordeal. One person wins the whole thing and then everyone else just gets to go home or die or whatever. Is what I think about some of this. And she's just letting me, I don't know. Nothing about this has really gone quite how I thought, I suppose. You see no keyhole in the door, just a voice, yet a voice booms from the other side, almost as if the speaker were standing right in front of you.
Your master awaits a worthy pupil. Let the apprentice who has perfected a spell and gathered the lessons of his fellows speak his purpose.
I am ready to see Council Hut.
First you shall prove your merit. A wizard must protect himself from the arcane and the mundane, from spellcaster and soldier alike. Of the many defenses available to the wizard, which comes first?
A mighty staff?
Return to the lessons I have given.
Okay. So everyone has notes. So there's more to this than it seemed, which is good. I think that the dead end we're reaching is the fact that it's just so hard to unlock these chests. They require very high mechanic skills, and I didn't happen to bring anyone with high mechanic skills on this run, apparently. Yours is 8. We're one short of the... What increases mechanics in this game? There's so many fucking spells. It's resolve all over again, where I'm like, I'm pretty sure something in this game increases this skill, but like every character has like 50 spells, and so I have like 3 different characters that each have like 50 different spells each, and then you have the scrolls, then you have the inventory items. So like even if I have a solution for the problem, the process of finding the solution is a gargantuan fucking pain in the ass. There's just so many goddamn items. The same ones as always. I don't think anyone needs reflex boots. Ah. Shit. Prayer against bewilderment. I'm just running with the hope that like items I found more recently, if this is even how this is sorted, might have the right buff, but I don't think that's the case. What a crowded ass inventory. Okay. And I don't think... Because in some games, if you increase one of these stats, then these might increase. Like there's some sort of secondary skill that's buffed by a primary stat, But I don't think that's happening in this game. Otherwise, there wouldn't be so many zeros, frankly. No, because these are buffed by some things, but those are my country of origin or race or class and stuff like that. As shown here. +2 for being wizard, +2 for being gentry. Stuff like that. Yeah. So I can't, so buffing somebody's like perception or whatever is not going to be the solution. Yeah, mechanics 3, 0, 0, 1, 8, 5. The easiest thing might be just to go all the way back home and then come back with a different character. Yeah. Yep. See you guys in a bit. I'm gonna come back with somebody with a higher mechanic skill. It's gonna be several loading screens and walking, so I'll do a jump cut. Why, hello. So I've switched Grieving Mother into the party because she has 10 and we need like 9. So it'll be like a 2 lock picks per lock situation. That's fine. I have so many lock picks at this point, don't I? I think most things I've lockpicked haven't even needed. Oh god, this thing looks full of stuff. I think most of the lockpicks. What menu are you even in? Other? Maybe. I have 79 lockpicks. Yeah, I'm good. I'll be fine. But while we're here, Lord Sidrock is here, who showed up to help. He wants help with his keep, and it's there's a time limit on that. What menu are we in? This one or something? There we go. Please. Yeah, my patrols intervened against the brigands on the road, which there are so many of apparently. I really wish we could start hiring people to deal with all the brigands. I got almost 200 grand, which seems like a lot in this universe. Like, let's bring laws to the roads, so you know, the random assholes can stop harassing my villagers and so on. That'd be nice. They were already protesting me about that. Maybe that's all waiting until I deal with the Battle of Yenwood or something. But yeah, he arrived. He wants help with his keep, so I figure I should deal with that because once I go to the expansion, I don't really want to come back until I'm done with that. It feels weird to come back and forth from the distant land in the mountains because somebody shows up in my house and stuff like that. It's good you're here. I simply must speak with you, my lord. Very well, let's hear it. And we have a hearing at my throne, because that's the kind of dude we are. Big on rituals, me. As I'm sure you are well aware, wealth has a way of birthing enemies. My fortress is beset by thieves. I'm sure one of the lesser nobles is after my treasury. This has the stink of jealousy upon it. It will be weeks before I can secure my holdings, but by then it will be too late, and I haven't the connections to hire mercenaries on short notice. And so I turn to you, my lord. Is there anything you can do? I'd like to take a moment to discuss this with my people, I suppose. House Dominel rank. I guess if you're there with you, you just go ask the mafia to go deck some dude, and that yeah. So, okay, so that's what's going on here. Whenever you talk to your people, you're just betraying him. I see. Yep. So I can use the devil of Karok to trick him into thinking he's safe, and then steal from him. Yeah, I remember now. It was Haravius, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a fun little moment. That was the slaver came out here, and we pretended we'd help, or something like that. And then Haravius went and freed all the slaves and all that. And that was fun. That took a little while. I remember that now. So that's the real reason you do this little aside moment, is you conspire against them, which I'm not planning on doing. Unless there's a reason for me to be mad at Sidrock. I don't remember who he is. I don't know if I've met him before. There's many characters in this long game. I'll see that these jealous rivals are dealt with. Make a stand. Defend your keep. I don't have the resources, my lord. My forces are spread thin. I need an army. Now this is this is the clout thing to do. You'll have the support of the Crucible Knights. That should be more than enough to fend off these thieves. Thank you, Lord Yaskier. That's bound to do the trick. I can't wait to see those ruffians scatter. Sidrock bows low. Hey, there we go. Just me using my connections. And I got 200 experience apparently. Speaking of which, you're ready to level up because you were out of the party for a hot minute. More mechanics. There. More mechanics. I'm all out of level 6 spells to learn. Level 7, Stasis Shell. Cypher's able to isolate a single enemy from the world, leaving them unable to act, but also unable to be affected by outside parties. It is interesting to be able to remove somebody from the fight for 30 seconds, but I feel like that skill will be underused by me when I find myself tempted to instead use my area of effect mind control abilities instead. It's a little too similar to certain other things I already do. That's one. Pain Link is interesting. Making somebody explode is just kind of funny, above all. Whereas particular things I pick for this tier are like something spammable, because it's a 10 focus ability, so you can cast something big and crazy, then with your leftover throw something like this out with the 10 or 20 spells. Blinding. Brighten, AoE. That's admittedly a decent spike of damage. That's some fun. Oh. Alright, so first of all, I have a weapon specialization already? Got it. Just making sure. Let's do penetrating shot. I think I need her to be able to bypass more DR to make her shotgun more effective. So a little bit of slowness should make it so her blasts are more likely to generate a lot of focus. Because the blunderbuss is supposed to be like a cool weapon for focus generation. So giving her 5 DR bypass, in addition to the DR bypass that the shotgun already has, should hopefully lead to a situation where all those many pellets are actually doing a large amount of damage again. Instead of plinking off of them and then leaving me disappointed. Hey, we're back. So, hopefully,
do as you ask.
I'll find what I want in here. Or not.
What you ask is done.
But at least we'll find out what's in here. Let's be safe. Let's have Ed Air open the chest. A rugged wilderness hat? How exciting, and not what I was hoping for. Uh-oh. You take the Glenfathan sneaking boots. What's this guy up to? Not what I expected. Furious. I thought the information that's in their key might be there.
I shall do as you ask.
Maybe I need to go over...
What you ask
I'll
is
finish checking them all first.
Hey.
But maybe I need
Yeah.
to go over all the documents again. Maybe I've
Hey.
lost track of something. I don't remember any mention of a wizard's defense against anything, though. Ow. And he's petrified. Alright, I figured that would happen. Okay. Pretty harmless, though. Didn't even take any damage. These are mostly exceptional items. Oops. Okay.
Huh?
So this theory's moot. This guy doesn't even have a chest. So there's that. Alright, next we'll try talking to her. Now that we've reached the riddle, maybe we can ask her about it. I'm happy this is more complicated than I thought it was. I'm still bummed out that you seem to get backed into just killing everybody. If there's any other solution, it's not really apparent as an in-game option.
Like I said, leave me out of your business with Console Hot.
What? Okay. I guess... Who has the highest stealth? 1, 2... -2? 9. Alright. You have the highest stealth by a huge margin.
Yeah.
Somebody actually has negative stealth, which is funny to me.
Yeah? Hark! Who goes there? Pork! I said pork, now you say pork who? Oh, curses. Guess you heard this one. On it.
That was a fucking tangent by Heravius. That happened. I said pork, now you say pork who? You can only assume that it's sexual in nature because it's Heravius. Alright, so it's that interpretation of pork. So they also have a locked thing, but it's hard to open. Wow, can I open that? Even if that kill her? Yes, I can. I just reached 11 at that last level up.
Yeah?
So that's how hard to break that, how hard to open that is. Damn. You can't talk to her. Okay. This is becoming Prabble. Let's go through all the documents again. See if I missed something. This is where the game's use of quest items gets a little confusing, because they forcefully put all quest items in this quest menu, which is kind of rough because I would like to amass all of the documents I'm getting in this quest in one inventory, but these ones are over here and these ones are somewhere in here, and I have to try to reconcile the two of them versus each other a little bit, and it's just a little awkward. A little bit of parenting by the game. So these are everyone's notes. Uariki, you tinker with blades and bludgeons while your peers shape their bodies and minds of kith, and they look down on you for it. Let them. Spell work often attracts a certain kind of mind, one drawn to the mystery and theater of grand arcane spectacle. But you are burdened with no such pretension. You see magic for what it is. Power. Raw and malleable. You shape it as best suits your needs, and this is what gives the greatest spells their strength. While the other apprentices are still perfecting their own ambitious spells, you will complete yours. When that day comes, strike them down and do not hesitate. Okay, so they are on orders to kill each other. Because Uariki was told to do that. Tanos, more than any of the others, you have chosen a path that complements your natural strengths. Your mind is a maze, and you use it to ensnare not only your thralls, but also your fellow pupils. They are blind to it because they look at you and see an animal. Which is why I shall only warn you once. Attempt your trickery on me, and I will give your corpse to Peldon. I feel the workings of your mind as surely as you would feel a disturbance in your web. You would displace me as readily as you'd follow me. But the first defense of any wizard is a warded mind, and I have had centuries to strengthen mine. A warded mind. Pride in the weapons. Your body is a shell. She's the one that's going beyond her mortality. And Peldon's is the one that's bloody. His weakness is pride. Okay. So maybe now I have the information I needed to continue. It's just that the ones I had read so far didn't really feel like clues. But maybe they were. There just wasn't like a line that's like, this is the password, or anything like that. It's sort of the vague advice. But if this is what they had to do in order to win, but they got the note at the beginning of this whole process, then what do they I guess they're working on the spell, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do when it's time for the spell. Like, do I have a spell to present?
Master. A wizard must protect himself.
A warded mind.
You have learned well, but a wizard must also defend against his own deficiencies, lest he fall to them. Which weakness is deadliest?
Pride.
Many fall by overestimating their own power. Yet for the wizard who understands the nature of magic, power is nearly limitless. What quality of magic is most critical to powerful spell work?
Malleability. It could be shaped into any spell.
Yes, though few will ever grow skilled enough to wield it well. One test of your understanding remains. What is a wizard's true foe?
Mortality.
You may proceed.
Yep, I overcomplicated that. I just thought that, yeah. I think you can see where I'm coming from, though. About where I went wrong here for a bit. There we go. Am I even in the right menu? Oh, they're gone now, aren't they? They're all gone. An emaciated figure hunches over a stack of books. As you enter the room, it rises, and you feel as though you can see each rib and vertebrae shift into place beneath a pale film of flesh. It turns, twisting wasted skin and tendons around its bones. 2 eyes burn from its angular, shrunken face.
You have the soul of one who is always restless, always searching. I wonder, is that what brought you to me?
What are you? He raises a hand and turns it in the air before himself. The flesh is so thin that you can see the bones moving beneath it.
What did you expect to find? An old man hiding from his attackers? Or a young man taking the battle to them? Weak or strong, the flesh expires. To survive, one must transcend it.
His eyes dim as he watches you, waiting. You're a lich. He nods. The bones of his neck creak.
And beyond the grip of a common death, for I have already embraced an uncommon one.
When I heard about the torn bannermen, I thought you might need help.
I can deal with whatever pathetic mercenary band my rivals have sent after my phylactery.
He runs a bony finger along his cheek, his eyes dim thoughtfully.
But yes, you can help. Spells are fueled by ambient essence in the ether. A miserly trickle of energy that leaks from the wheel.
He traces arcane shapes in the air around him.
Because the medium is so poor, a wizard must normally focus his efforts on the runes and incantations that channel it.
He tenses his narrow fingers.
But imagine what could be done with a more powerful source of essence. A watcher's soul, for instance.
His eyes flash. A rictus grin twists his lips. I don't think we're leaving this room safely. Tell me about your phylactery.
Would you think to steal it from under my nose? As if it were so easy. A phylactery isn't some bauble I wear around my neck or hide in a chest. It's a complex layer of spellwork carved into my skull with runes and sealed with a peg of Adra.
The spare flesh stretched across his cheeks twitches at the memory.
It is the reason I'm here, surviving.
Seems defeatable. Usually have to go find the phylactery somewhere. The phylactery's just on his head. That's part of what we'd be hitting in the first place if we end up fighting him. Who are your rivals?
In my eyes or theirs? You've surely heard of the great archmages of Aora. Nina Gauth, Minoletta, Sitzel, and Kolakoth. Arkemir and Lengroth, too. We've all shaped the study and practice of magic, just not always to our mutual taste.
Do you know who hired the torn bannermen?
One of the other archmages, no doubt.
He flicks his bony wrist.
My wager's on Arkemir or Lengroth, always hiding behind glamours and diversions. But it could have been any of my rivals.
What kind of magic requires the power of a watcher's soul?
The most demanding and visionary kind. The kind that wizards have argued over for centuries. Names like Cadabald the Red and Mora of the Seven Hills. Even you must know of them.
He leans forward, his bones rattling in his fervor. You speak of time manipulation.
Indeed. And what a triumph it would be.
He flexes his bone-thin fingers.
The power to warp and wind time, like a skein of wool wrapped about your finger, to strangle its flow to a mere trickle, perhaps to reverse it altogether.
The pits of his eyes burn fever bright. I don't need to hear anymore.
Where are you going? I'm just getting started with you.
Yep, as expected. Ooh, level ups. 2 of us. Well, this got a whole lot more interesting, didn't it? Inherently, the 4... It was always interesting. The location's interesting, the secret army is interesting, with the secret benefactor. The 4 apprentices of greatly different disciplines all competing against each other, like, all of that's interesting. It's just the inner workings of the quest of how you interact with said apprentices was just like where I was expecting some cool shit to go down, and I was kind of hungry for a puzzle, and not much happened there. But it's back to being interesting again now, because like these characters that spells are named after, and I was attributing a certain level of meaning to each spell as I was going through Aloth's spell book and the things she can learn. Because immediately Minoletta, of course, was very obviously a trend. She has recognizable spells that are all related to each other, and you can see a trend there. But then I started noticing, like, oh, this power within style spell and this spear spell are the same person. And then like Lengrath has shared spells, and it's like these are all characters who have a particular style of magic that they develop themselves. And so acknowledging them as being characters that not only exist but might still be alive somewhere, continuing to develop those kinds of schools of spells, and maybe they're all warring masters, maybe even all warring liches or something. That got way more interesting, finding out that that army was sent here by Minoletta or someone like that, for example, and we're fighting Council Hot, one of the other creators of said spells, and shit got really cool really fast. Anyway, we have to spread out a little bit because there's a lot of people to fight. We'll try our best. There we go. Okay. That's not a strong start. That's not a strong start at all. Holy shit. Okay. Everyone is immediately dying. Her obvious is down. And a chain lightning took out Grieving Mother. We're about to lose Adair. Alright. Alright. Wow. Like the fight barely started before everyone started dying. How close are the people that died? Not super close. Oh yeah, my revive is single target, not AoE. Let's lay on hands, Adair. Healing chain myself. Oh, there goes Yaskier. Pelagini's about to go. This is too much to fucking follow. It's going bad so fast. Alright. Steel Spire, so many ads. Leningrad. Yeah, he's even using Leningrad spell. Ugh. This is not great news for me. Yeah. You know what? Our chances aren't great here. Gotta get the spell going. Alright, Lance achieved. Quickly cast this before you die. Nah, so that doesn't matter. You're dead. I was like, quick, go into combatant mode. Summon your cool weapon and start stabbing. Nope. Nope. Edo's not a very versatile character, so having him be your only remaining character, you're like, he doesn't really have tricks to pull out. He's pretty much the I'm hard to kill character. That's pretty much his specialty. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Starting to miss my neighbors.
Yep. We learned why it was a bad idea to come here. That's for sure. So it's what he wanted the whole time. As they said, if you're here, it's because he wants you here. He wants to watch your soul, and in this timeline, he got it. And so my story ends. A rare party wipe. completely mismatched power. So we cleared the way to him now, but So I'm somewhat inclined. We'll see. I'll make a choice next episode. But I'm somewhat inclined to leave, because it kind of feels like, I don't know how much more level curve there is to the game to begin with, to be honest. But multiple party members started dying so instantly when the fight started that I somewhat suspect that I might be underpowered in some way or another. But we are reaching near the end of the level curve, I think, so it might not be that. I might just need to come up with a better approach, maybe even bring different party members in or something, because that was a disaster. Like, before, in the time it would have taken to cast like a spell, characters were already on their way to dying, and I'm like, fuck. Bad.